Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I hope you all had a fantastic new year, or if you're watching sometime down the line, you're having a great day. But this is the first video for me of 2020 and first time in front of the camera actually, so slightly different from usual. But we'll be taking a look at what is inside my wallet for the upcoming year, so what cards I have and the benefits of those, so why I carry them in there. And if you're new to the channel, do make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss any upcoming videos. This is slightly different from what I'm usually doing, but I hope to be doing some more videos. So if you enjoy it, do hit that like button to let me know. But without further ado, let's get started and take a look at the first card. All right, so I'm back behind the camera now, and we'll start by taking a look at the wallet I use. This is a Paul Smith wallet. It was actually a gift a few Christmases ago, but you can see a nice plain black wallet. So that's the one I use most of the time. I also use this Aspinall of London wallet. That was also a gift, and you can see it's a lot slimmer than this black one. So if I need to save on space, I'll use the brown one. But for most of the time, I use this black one as it fits more cards inside. And you can see the pretty cool design it has inside as well. But you can see I've taken out some of the cards. That's things like my driving license, student ID, and store cards. But this is the cards that are left. So starting here at the top right, this is the card that I use the most, and it's in the most convenient place for me. And it is a John Lewis Waitrose partnership card. So here in the UK, that will get you 1 point per £2 spent everywhere, except for John Lewis and Waitrose, where you'll get 1 point per £1 spent. Now that equates for every 1,000 points as £10 voucher to use at John Lewis and Waitrose. So this is a really good card here in the UK. I know that sounds bad because it's equivalently just 0.5% or 1%, depending on which stores you're using. I know in the US you can easily get 2% cash back, but here in the UK we are limited because the EU has a charge, a cap where they can only put 0.2% for Visa debits, for debit cards, and 0.3% for credit cards on the exchange for merchants. So that means that credit card companies are sort of hands are tied. American Express has a slight exception, but we'll get on to that later on. But that is a pretty good rate, 0.5% everywhere. In fact, it's one of the best rates you can get. So if you do use John Lewis and Waitrose, then this is definitely the card for you, as you'll get that 0.5% back everywhere and that 1% back at John Lewis and Waitrose. So if you use those two shops, then I do recommend looking at this card. I'll leave links down below for all the cards. Some will be affiliate links, others will just be links to the website, but most of the affiliate links, you do get a bonus for signing up through that link. So you help me out and you help yourself out, you'll get a bonus as well. So make sure you click down below if you're going to be using one of these cards. The next one is a student card. I'm a student here in the UK, and it's the Santander student account. So this card is, or the account I should say, is really good for a student here in the UK. You get 3% on up to £2,000 on your money in your account. And then you get access to their retail offers. So if you sign up in the app, you can then go in and select offers. When you use the card, it will generate some offers you can choose from, and you can get them all the way up to 15% cashback return. So this is a really good card to have here in the UK. I know it's a student card, so you can't access it if you're not a student, but it's a card I have in there, so I thought I'd put it in this video. The next one is a really interesting card. It's not actually one card per se, it's a curve card, and you load up your other cards onto it. So most of the cards here have a foreign transaction fee, which means that when you go abroad, you'll be charged to use the card and you probably won't get that good of a rate. But this card you can load up, say my John Lewis card, put it onto here, and then that will, this card will exchange the rate. So in Paris, I was in Paris for New Year, and I got 1.18 euros per pound, and that is charged £2 to my John Lewis card, so I'll get the points there. So this card is really good if you're traveling and you don't have any cards that have no foreign transaction fee. So you can use this and you can get some rewards as well. They do 1% rewards when you sign up. So do check this card out if you're traveling a lot, if you don't have any cards that have no foreign transaction fees. And let me know if you want to see any more videos on this card. It is a really interesting one. I do recommend it. Just bear in mind that on the weekend, they do charge fee as the rates, the banks are closed, and so they have to charge you over the weekend. So bear in mind, not the best card to use on the weekend, but during the week, this is the card I use when I'm abroad. Then we have the British Airways American Express card. And this card here in the UK is actually pretty good as a credit card. I was saying how it's slightly different for American Express, here in the UK. So this card, you get 1 point per £1 spent. And if you go onto a BA flight and you book it through BA, you can use your Avios points to get a £10 voucher off, which is 1,000 points, which is effectively a 1% return. So very good. You can also use it to book flights or upgrade. So this card is actually pretty good here in the UK. It doesn't get you any bonus points for booking through BA. Annoyingly, I know cards, again, in America, you get bonus if you spend on airlines, things like that. But this card is just 1 point per £1 spent. And you get a sign-up bonus of 5,000 points if you spend, I believe it's £2,000 in the first 3 months. Again, there are no fees. Sorry, I just forgot to mention. No fees on any of these cards, so this is a free card. You can get a premium one that does charge, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it here in the UK. And then the last one is the Nationwide account here. This is the Flex One card. Now, this is an interesting one because you can only open it when you're under 18. So sorry, everyone that's watching that's over 18. But once you opened it, you can keep it until you're 23. And this gets you just 1% on your current account up to £1,000. So not that great, but here in the UK, a current account with interest is good. And then the best thing about this card is actually it doesn't have any foreign transaction fees. So that means you can use it abroad. You'll get the Visa rate, so slightly below, but much better than being charged. And it means that I can use this card on the weekend because I was saying this Curve card charges you on the weekend. So I use this on the weekends when I'm abroad to buy things or withdraw money from an account, from an ATM, So if you're under 18, definitely look at getting this card, and it gives you access to some savings accounts that Nationwide do offer. And then I have 2 more cards in this wallet, which I don't really use anymore, but it is something to bear in mind. First one is the American Express Everyday Platinum card. This card is really good here in the UK. I definitely recommend having this. Simple reason I don't have it in my wallet at the moment is because I didn't think I'd hit the minimum spend of £3,000 in the year on this one card, so I didn't put it in there. But if you do spend that much on one card, then this is a card to have. You get a sign-up bonus of 5% on your first £100 bonus, effectively. So you can spend £2,000 and you'll get £100 back, which is 5%. Then it will drop down to 0.5% on all your spending. And then once you spend over £5,000 in the card year, you'll get 1%. And this is a free card, and it's cash back that you get straight back into your account. So this is a really great card here in the UK. As I was saying, American Express are the exception for that 0.3% rule. So if you're here in the UK and you go to places where you can use American Express, it's slightly limited here in Europe, but it is a really great card. It does have that foreign transaction fee, so you can't use it abroad. They do have another tier as well that has a £25 fee, but that does allow you to get up to 1.25% return, or cashback, I should say. Again, links down below. You can get a bonus of some money or cashback, I believe. So check that card out if you're a big spender here in the UK. And the last one is just the NatWest card. I don't actually know why I have this. I think I signed up. NatWest often run a promo of sorts. So if you switch your current account to a NatWest current account, you can often get £150 for switching accounts. So I think I did that. Obviously, don't abuse it. Don't keep switching to this to NatWest. But I saw the offer and I signed up, and they gave me £150. There are some conditions, like you have to put money in and sometimes do direct debits. But if you do see NatWest offering that deal, do sign up. Otherwise, this card is not that special. I can just use it to get cash out, basically. All right, so that concludes what is in my wallet for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do hit that like button down below. It really helps out the channel. And as I said, links to all those cards are down below. Some are affiliate links, so they help both you and me out. So use those if you want. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button again so you don't miss any of these upcoming videos. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.